Let's go back to the first matchup. It was on May the 2nd, so we've had a little bit of a time between that game and this one. Carmel won it 10-9. Carmel got off to a great start. They led 4-1 after the opening period of play. Then Hamilton Southeastern, they come back and outscore Carmel 6-3 to make it a 7-7 halftime score. Low scoring in the second half as Carmel outscored Hamilton Southeastern 3-2 down the stretch in that one. Max Kemp had 3 goals. Kyle Jenkins had 2. Nick Weber had 10 ground balls. He was 12 of 22 in the faceoffs, 1. And then, of course, Luke Williams ended up with 14 saves. Carmel had 24 shots on goal that night, 4 more than what Will Bates had to face on that opening period, and then they pretty much sailed after that. So 2 impressive wins for 2 teams that are meeting in the state championship once again tonight.
Congratulations,
both keepers during the warm-up, and as generally is the case when we watch the warm-up time for Luke Williams, the senior for Hamilton Southeastern, they do not let up on him at all. 3 different players, or should say 3 different coaches, were firing shots at him and giving him a look at everything that he's possibly going to see tonight, including those high picks that Carmel likes to set.
Yes.
And if they can get Steidel off of that screen and maybe not give Williams a good look at where Steidel is, that's, I think, what they worked on the most during the warm-ups.
Carmel wearing the black jerseys with the gold numbers. Hamilton Southeastern with the white with the royal blue. And we're ready to go. I don't know how many people are here, but I said...
Well, they're still coming in.
I would think there's close to 1,500 people here. And
they're still a line, and there's still more people coming
out there.
Will Bates wearing number 1, the junior All-American for Carmel. And, of course, another All-American on the other side, Luke Williams. He is a senior, along with David Gould. For next year, 2 pieces you can really count on. The pass inside, Jenkins the score. That really shows you right there, Coach, just how good of a passing team they are.
Yes, sir.
And you don't want to be shorthanded on defense if you're Carmel. Near side, they'll go to the X. Looking for room to maneuver. The shot on the way and the score, and a quick 2-0 lead. This time it's going to be the go-to guy, David Gould. And it's 2-0.
And we haven't played 2 minutes yet.
No, we haven't.
So at the 10:48
mark, they've been able to run all 3 gears this season. And they work as well as anybody when they're at the X. Nice pass to the inside, the spin by Gould. Behind the back, scores!
3 shots on goal, 3 goals.
That shot was as pretty as you're going to see behind the back. Watch it again.
They lost him.
I don't think a player like Dylan O'Rourke, who's the defensive player of the year, he's going to keep an eye on him all night long. There's a shot in the way. There's the first one. E.B. Warren.
He wasn't going to shut him out. You knew it.
Yeah.
You knew it.
But that's one I think that they really needed right there. Here's Jenkins. Not afraid to shoot it from there if you give him space. Here's Kemp to the inside.
Look how they surround him.
Here's Jenkins wide open.
They just all collapse. They got the wing. That's their 6th on goal. 6 shots on goal.
Well, we just mentioned it that the one thing you don't want to do is leave Jenkins by himself. That defense that HSE will run down, that's Kemp. He was ready to wind up. Gould underneath. Kemp gets the assist. And David Gould already the hat trick. 10.9 remaining, and it's now 5-1 Hamilton Southeastern. Kemp had a lot of English on that shot. Certainly Will Bates being tested here in the first half for sure, and there he is again. David Gould gets number 4, and he is on fire tonight. He is scoring, Coach, from just about everywhere.
The 8th shot on goal.
And a 6-1 lead now for the Royals.
Well, you said the sun.
Shelburne to his right will go to the X. Ball skips. Pass to the outside. A high pass. Stepping in. The save by the keeper, Williams. And a lot of fight for a loose ball. The whistle. And it's going to go over to Carmel. Carmel will reverse it. High pass, almost throwing that one away. Back to the inside. And the shot bounced in and good. It'll be E.B. Warren getting number 2. So right now, all the offense through E.B. Warren as he gets his second of the day. That'll come at 7:56. Player slips. Evan Bardwell almost gave that one up. Firing on the way, and Williams the save. Great look by E.B. Warren. He was looking for the hat trick. But Williams, great reaction time. We'll head the other way. Got a whistle and a timeout by Hamilton Southeastern. Actually 5:56 remaining in the second. 6-2 HSE. No, it was
it was Cruzy.
Cruz.
Yep.
Carmel after the timeout. Shot and the score. Off the left side. That's going to be Evan Bardwell, the sophomore. And Carmel has 2 in a row. Yeah, you feel a whole lot better about yourself after you were down 6-1. HSE with their 7th, and they're going to score as quick as you can. That is absolutely amazing. Nick Weber off the faceoff, able to come back and score and make it 7-3.
10 seconds. Not even 10 seconds, was it? 8 seconds.
3:36 scored after the Bardwell score. When Weber scored off the faceoff. You don't see that very often when the faceoff man goes down and scores. Low shot, Williams the save. Bardwell, turnover, score.
Can't turn it over there.
Bardwell, number 2. How many times have we seen in the playoffs since we started where a team turns it over and then the next thing you know, and by the way, Dylan O'Rourke is limping. 7-4 Hamilton Southeastern. Greyhounds have 46 seconds to work with it. Winding, firing, and scoring. Guess who again? Number 20, Bardwell. Bardwell with the hat trick. I was watching Luke Williams at halftime. I'm not sure they even gave him a water break. He was back out there, and they were firing shots at him left and right.
Yep.
They gave him a water break. It was a very, very small what he's been able to do in his senior season. That's why he's the defensive player of the year. At the X once again, to the inside. Low shot and the score. 3 in a row now for Carmel, and guess who? Bardwell again. And he has come up big here tonight. His 4th of the night, 3 in a row now for Carmel, and it's now a 1-goal game. Look once again at Bardwell. Pass to the inside. Nice save by Williams. Trying to go high on the shot was Brock Rose, and Williams read it all the way. In transition the other way.
How important is this championship to them?
Well, I think both these teams are very, very engaged in getting a ring after this one for sure. Flag down. At the X, making the turn, and another turn to the inside. The shot, Williams another save as Evan Coulter comes up empty. Now we see what the penalty is. Make the other team go to a zone. It's going to open up an alley someplace. Nice give and go to the inside, and there he is one more time. Evan Bardwell has scored 4 in a row, and we're tied at 7. You know, we talk so much about going to the hot hand, and they have done it tonight.
Yes, they have. 14 unofficially shots on goal.
I would imagine at this stage the Hamilton Southeastern crowd a little bit nervous. To the left side, that is going to be E.B. Warren. Shot's going to be blocked out front. Steidel fires, and a save by Williams. Have not seen Steidel all night long. And he finally tried to give them the lead right there. I think they're going to need him in the fourth. Under 3 now. Let's see how Hamilton Southeastern responds. It's been a while. The shot, and they get it right back. And you rely on a player like Max Kemp, the senior. Kemp will get his first of the night. So now HSE regains the lead. Time he dropped it, able to pick it back up, able to dodge 2 defenders, finds an open man, Williams, and then the rebound put back good. Looked like that was Jake Whipple. Boy, and Williams did everything he could, and he got a great stop, but the ball bounced right back to Whipple, and he's able to score. There they are. Carmel able to win the faceoff. Here they come quickly. Williams went low. The shot attempt there by Fedorka. Keeps coming back. E.B. Warren just took his eye off the ball. Goes all the way near midfield. Carmel's going to keep it. Good hustle. That's E.B. Warren to the inside. The fake and the score again. Number 20, Evan Bardwell. Great fake. He got Williams to bite on it and then went low and scored. And Carmel now leads at 9-8.
And what won that point right there was the hustle with the loose ball.
Yep. Southeastern needs a stop. E.B. Warren. Warren gets pushed, and Williams snags that one in midair. One more chance here for Hamilton Southeastern. It'll be O'Rourke. O'Rourke, 2 seconds. Got to get a shot off, and they won't. They did not see the clock. Carmel outscoring Hamilton Southeastern 4-1 in the period. We head to the 4th. Here's Jenkins, high screen, bypasses. Jenkins makes his move, shoots and scores. Jenkins will tie it. His 3rd of the night. So good in the open field, and so good when you talk about giving him an isolated situation. In other words, a one-on-one. But once he got by the defender, if I'm Will Bates, I could be an All-American. He's going to be tough to stop. Steidel's got to find a way to get open. It's a good thing that Bartles had the night he's had, though.
Yes, sir.
Shelburne, left hand, shot good! He's going to win this face-off. This is a interesting face-off here. These two guys are fighting for this because this possession and all these possessions are going to be important. And it's going to be Hamilton Southeastern, number 12. To the inside, shot in the score. Dylan O'Rourke.
My goodness. We are tied at 10. We are tied on shot on goals, unofficially at 21 each.
And Dylan O'Rourke got his first. 8:41 remaining.
Does this remind you of the regular season game?
I think this is a little more intense. I mean, there's more on the line.
Well, state championship.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot more here. Odell on defense. Jenkins can't find an opening. He's going to go down. Several players go down, as does a yellow flag. Two of them, and then the score. This time it's going to be Marcus Laux.
And Jenkins is down on the ground.
.749 remaining in the third, and you mentioned again with Jenkins being a little shaken up. We saw O'Rourke earlier, but he's appeared. The good news is for the Royals, they will hold on to it from the X again and the score. And guess who? Number 4, David Gould. That is going to be number 5 on the night for David, and they needed that one right there. A 2-goal lead now for the Royals. Is there anybody better than a ton of time off the clock? Steidl lost it. In fact, that was probably not a bad shot from the standpoint as it looked like he was about ready to lose possession. Carmel keeps it. Another shot on the way. Williams is there as that goes wide in the backside. As Carmel coming up empty, they'll keep it once again. That last shot by E.B. Warren. 3.5 to go. The move from the backside, the turn. Once again, the shot on the way, and a great save by Williams. Evan Coulter. The ball comes loose all the way to the other end, and a careless turnover there for HSE, their 10th. Long downfield pass will find E.B. Warren. Warren. Can he go one-on-one ISO right here? He makes his turn, fires, and another save by Williams. Stops the clock at 2:59. The shot on the way. Williams gets another one off that jump shot, that by Evan Coulter. Picked up, back the other way. Hamilton Southeastern. That's going to be Henry Wands. It's going to be 22 instead, which is Vince Putnam. And now HSE, David Gould. Gould makes his move as he turns back to the outside, and they'll reset it out front. On the run, the shot saved again by Bates. 2:22 to go. Ball loose past midfield. A scramble for that loose ball. Carmel will keep it. And looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Greyhound. Carmel, under a minute. They need 2 quick ones to tie it up. High pass. Almost stolen away by Dylan O'Rourke. Good look here at Steidl. Can Steidl get a shot off? He's been held in check all night long. Ball loose again. Precious time coming off the clock. Carmel has it stripped away. That's going to be O'Leary deep in the corner. Under 30. The spin by O'Leary. O'Leary lost it. Carmel out to Steidl. Back to the inside. A collision and a turnover. And then Williams just deposits it at the other end. Won't be enough time. HSE is going to win their 2nd in a row. Turnover again. It's over. Hamilton Southeastern surviving here tonight against Carmel, and they win it by a final of 12-10, and the celebration begins. Wow. 25-25 shots on goal.
Awesome. Glad I had an opportunity to watch this today.
Yeah, that was Well, and again, for Hamilton Southeastern to win this game the way they did, because bottom line is the pressure's on them. They're the defending champions. They're at home. They got the big lead, and Carmel beat you once already this year, but you had two excellent keepers here, and everybody's going to have to play just extremely well in order to win this one tonight.